2020 rendezvous. Me and me, you and you. 2020 rendezvous. There's nothing that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Turn away from the EU. 2020 rendezvous. 2 meters between me and you.
Leicester to vote for goal. I've got 4 kids. He doubled the amount of fish that he turned into wine.
They remind me of the heady. True, he needs to grow up.
And he's back. Yes, kebabs definitely come from Turkey, and you can say that.
Good evening, hello and welcome. Tonight's show is like a song factory, as most weeks are. But first, our factory worker, who's currently having his tea break, it's Chris.
I don't work in factories. I'll have you know, I'm a musician.
Yeah, but you are a baby factory, I suppose, aren't you?
Not a proper job though, is it?
What? Being a baby factory?
No, musicians.
Well, not in the eyes of the government, but let's not get political, chaps.
And of course,
political, just stating a fact.
and of course, am I allowed to do my intros, people?
Time.
Jesus Christ. And of course,
Sorry.
the man who's got some DVDs of girls in factories, it's Trevor.
No, I haven't. I used to have. Before the internet.
And the only person I know who probably can't spell factory, and that's a fact, it's Ricky.
I work in a factory.
And of course,
Factory.
there's me, the man who's so obsessed he sleeps on the factory floor. So, everyone, please share and subscribe this stream. Coming up in the show, we've got a new song. We've got an outtake. We got your chosen 6 songs. We got Trev's song. We got Chris's album of the week. We got Trev and Ricky's True or False, and Jesus the Pen. But first, how's everyone doing?
All
Not
good.
bad.
I'm
Very
prepared.
well.
Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, you're prepared.
Not
Me true and
super
falses.
hot, which is good.
You got your True and Falses prepared. Sorry, Chris was talking at the same time, so that's good. Chris, what were you
Sorry.
saying?
I was saying it's not super hot. It's just hot.
Yeah, I think it's heating on weather at the moment. It's 21 degrees here. So.
You
Oh,
know, weather.
Fucking ridiculous.
no way.
My
Hello.
heating's not been on since you were at my house. That was months ago.
That was freezing. So, Anne Blair, hello to you. Hello to Evelyn. Hello to Donna. Hello to Christine. Hello to Mike Crooks, Jackie Luck, and I assume the other Luck, Phil, is there. Yes, he is. Reinhold, hello from Germany. Jackie says, where's the music? Sorry, that must have been muted over the intro. I'm silly sometimes. Jarrett Vanderhoop, hello to you. That's such a great name. Mike Penninger, we got facts coming up about you later. So remind me to do the facts, everyone. I always play a song and forget.
Dave, do the facts.
Get the
remember.
facts.
So, shall we
Someone text in the comments and put, Dave, do the facts.
yeah, if you don't see me putting facts up, then you got to remind me. Right, shall we start with an outtake? Number 6 this week is Antipodean landmass. So let's do this week's number 6 intro
How's
thing.
it an outtake?
But we've got an outtake from 2020 Rendezvous. Got a few that I'm eking out. And this is about sort of you talking about landmass, Antipodean landmass, and me kind of talking about how much better it would have been if it had been my
I
song.
don't remember this.
No, so let's have a watch of this clip. Here we go.
Can we talk about the song Antipodean Landmass?
Yeah, that was kind of my looking back at bands that took themselves incredibly seriously, and highlighting that, you know, you're in this for fun. Like, it's not about politics. It's not about making this serious statement.
Oh, I've got songs, you know. I've written he contributes fuck all, really. I mean, and I don't mean that nasty. Where Chris is great is not on a song like that. Where Chris is great is on one of the other songs, like No Time for God Above, where I needed that high vocal that I couldn't reach, and he comes in and does it, you know, and that's where he's good. Great backing vocals. I mean, leave it with the right. I like a couple of his, but not a huge amount.
No one picks up a guitar to talk about Che Guevara. They pick up a guitar to, you know, learn to play and rock out with each other, and in some cases, pull girls.
So that there was a clip, a outtake actually, an outtake clip from 2020 Rendezvous, some bits that didn't make it, about the song Antipodean Landmass. So let's play that song now. That is this week's number 6 by Chris, Antipodean Landmass. Here we go. Okay, that was Antipode and Landmass there. We got some more comments. Hello to Emily. She says Dave's had a haircut. People discussing my hair. That's very, very worrying.
What's me?
So Mike Crooks.
Emily's
I said
changed.
hello to Mike Crooks already. Barry Organ made it as well, which is great. And hello to Sharon. What's next in my list of things to do? Ah, yes. Let's talk about the shop. Right, so that's the stream thing. Of course, I should have had it prepared. If you go to our shop on our website, 2020rendezvous.com, you can donate any amount, or you can get a Series 2 executive producer credit, or you can pre-order 14 and Megalomania double album for £20, or you can get it for £25. You can get, not with it. You can get £25. You can get handwritten signed lyric sheet, or for £40 you can get both albums and a lyric sheet. So there's loads of stuff on there for you to buy, and also join up in the members area and get all the Megalomania and 14 previews and baked, and you get all the members versions of the Spudathon, and you also get loads of 2020 Rendezvous extras. So that's the advertising bit out of the way. But we launched Space Potato and Friends Radio this week, which
I was just about to say, that's
pretty
everyone
cool.
enjoying that. I think it's wicked.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, Anne just said here, loving the Space Potatoes radio stream. Yeah, and there's a lot more stuff on there than just Space Potatoes stuff. There's audio, there's Juice, there's some of our solo stuff. There's Lost Galaxies by Chris, which is also excellent. I've been enjoying some of that recently. But we want to have some idents. You know how at the moment we got my voice going, you're listening to Space Potatoes Radio, and I've got Ricky's recorded one for me, and Sean's done one, and I'm waiting for Chris's, but he's going to get his to me. But if any of you lot want to record just sort of saying, you're listening to Space Potatoes Radio, or I love listening to Space Potatoes Radio, and you just record that in your phone, send it over on Facebook Messenger to me, or to mail at 2020rendezvous.com. And yeah, I'll put it in as an ident in the show.
That'd be cool.
And that'd be really, really cool. Sharon says the radio stream is awesome. Loving all the other music and all of that. Before we get into more stuff, we've got True and Falsies, we've got loads of things to discuss. Let's do another one on our chart. And number 5 this week is one of the new ones that we played fresh last week. Last week we had 7 brand new songs. This week we've only got 1 brand new song. But it's yours. One of yours, Chris, at number 5. It's The Corporate Machine.
Oh, lovely.
So do you want to remind everyone about this?
Yeah, it's a song written by me. No. In my bit of 14, which is almost finished, I basically just have a bit of a love letter to the 90s indie music industry, basically, and how it got raped and pillaged by the big corporate labels. It's kind of what my songs are about, really.
So there we go. So should we play it? This is The Corporate Machine.
There's no money, there's no fame, but that's not why you joined in with the game. You have the ideas and they have a name, playing your songs and things are never the same. Now life is easy as you're making your plan, inside the bubble of a splinter van. You're all together taking all that you can, but so innocent of the upcoming scam. Driving home all night and no one ever complains. To reach the height of headlining is the only aim. Meet with the labels who now know your name. You've got no idea that they're taking their aim. You're writing songs that now sound the same. The way that you buckled was a crying shame. You're given everything that you could ever need. The unaware icon was consumed by greed. They're changing all your plans and then they're changing your sound. And now you compromise, they got you chasing the pound. Now your face is on the front page, and your fans think that you're too strange. Look future's certain as it's always so near. Management and labor will allay your fear. No chance to stop now or even shed a tear. They constantly remind you it won't grow on trees. No one seems to care or listen to your pleas. Your life will now be spent mainly upon your knees, playing faceless toys that they arrange overseas. Now your face is on the front page, and you're facing that you're too strange. The press are kept outside your front door. So is this what you play guitar for? Time your phone upon the comfort machine. You were cast aside for reality TV. Now your face is on the front page, and you're facing that you're too strange. The press are kept outside your front door. So is this what you play guitar for? Your bandmates think that you've gone insane. The tour's obsessed with girls and cocaine. Now your cells will drop through the floor. Is this what you play guitar for?
So that was the corporate machine there. We were discussing Jeff Bezos and his
Phallic rocket.
phallic rocket. Yeah.
What's he making up for there with that, eh?
I hope people are enjoying the facts. We've got more facts about our audience coming up soon. I actually watched that whole thing. I thought he was going to be up there longer, to be honest. When he kind of went up there and came back down to earth again, I thought, oh, was that it?
There's a joke there, but we'll
No,
just
seriously. I was just a little bit
What,
disappointed.
he went into space for like 10 minutes and then flew back?
He was
He
up
left the
and
gas
down
on.
in 10 minutes. He was only up there for a couple of minutes in
Yeah.
space.
What's the fucking point of that?
Well, I mean,
had
some of the
another
way the
delivery to
rockets
do.
return back and you know,
That was good.
you get rid of, you know, and the exhaust fumes are basically water vapor, which is, you know, more eco. So there are, you know, advances being made. It's not just a total waste of money, but I do think, yeah,
It is.
I would have liked to have
three
stayed
rich
up there
guys
longer.
having who's got the biggest willy competition, though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, but if something good comes out of it, you
Did
know.
they actually go? Did they actually go out into space, or
Yes,
did they
for
leave
like
the atmosphere?
2 minutes. Yeah, they left the atmosphere.
And Branson had done it a couple of days before, hadn't it?
Yeah, now his seemed less like actually moving the science on and more just like a billionaire having fun.
The clip that I saw of that just looked like when someone takes an old person from a home out for a drive. Oh, look, and there, look, you used to work there, and there. Look. Oh, better get you back. You smell now.
Richard
So,
Branson looks like the dog from the Never-Ending Story. What's his name? What's that dog called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a spitting image of Richard Branson.
the dog, yeah. I can't remember either. But we are now moving on to Trevor's true or false.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Trevor. Give us your true or false.
Right. It's not too elaborate, this one. I once was sat next to a swimming pool in America on a day off, fell asleep, woke up, my wallet had been stolen, and I had severe sunburn. That wasn't good. Next one is, I shared a bed with Batgirl and Catwoman.
What, you the figures or the actual?
You've got the figures, haven't you?
Had.
So,
'Cause we all know
where
what front of
where
house
were
is
you
like, don't
again?
we?
Sorry, with number one when you were sunburnt. Where were you?
In America. It wasn't with you, it was
Which
quite
town
a few
in
years
America?
ago, actually. Just a day off, swimming pool.
Which
I can't
which
see that
town?
with you somehow. Number two, I'm going to.
Oh, I don't know. I never know what town I'm in. And that's the truth. It was hot.
I just
Yeah,
can't
I'll-
see you by a pool.
Trev's been in the pool, but
Trev loves a pool.
yeah, but the sitting out in the extreme heat
Yeah.
and falling asleep, I don't think he would do that.
But maybe that's why I don't do it anymore.
I don't know.
When was this? How long ago are we talking?
Oh God, this was Star Sailor, I think. Also, that'll be, I don't know, when were they out? 10, 12, 15 years ago, maybe.
And number 2, give us a bit more information about that.
Yeah, the opportunity arose, and I do like suits and back gear and all that. I just thought, yeah, give it a go.
But you wore the bat suit.
No, I didn't. I can't go into too much detail. I didn't really wear much at all. But they were all in the suits and everything.
I just thinking of what front of house is like on tour with all figures with you and Tom. I'm going number 2, just because I just can't see you sitting there in the heat. You loathe heat with a passion, more than Ricky.
So we got Evelyn saying 1, Anne saying 1, David Mitchell saying 1, Robert Bone, a newcomer to the Spudathon. I think this is his first live Spudathon. Hello, Robert.
Good evening.
He's saying 1. Barry
2.
Organ running at 50 hertz there is 1. Donna is 1, and Reinhold saying 1, and everyone else is saying 2, but 1 is the overarching one. Mike Crooks is saying 2. Jackie Luck saying 2. Can't see any other. Oh, Barry Organ says number 2 was a dream. So I'm going number 1. Chris is going number 2. What are you doing, Ricky?
Number 2.
You're going number 2. So which is it, number 1 or number 2?
Number 2, actually. I've got the photograph to prove it. As long as the wife isn't watching, if you can see this.
Jill went number 1 as well. Come on, move it over a bit. Oh, yeah, I see that.
There they are.
Let me go full screen. Hang on, Trev. Let me go full screen.
They're under the covers.
You dirty old tonker.
Hang on.
Yeah. No, we're not getting any more than that. But that.
No, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the little figures I had. I just thought, try a night with the figures. It was good.
Get much sleep?
No. It kept sticking in me.
Oh, no.
Fucking man.
So coming up on the show, we have a new song. We also have Trevor's song. We have Chris's album of the week. We got Ricky's Troubles, and we got Jesus the Pen. But first, we are actually going to do Trevor's song. This is a song of his from his band Horizon. This is called Keep Me Running. And it's been rescued from an old tape by the sounds of it, but I've done a half-decent mastering and restoration job on it. Anything about the song? What guitar were you using? All that? Come on, give us some info, Trev.
That one I made. Me homemade Flying V out of English lime.
It's really
and it had 2 DiMarzio pickups on it. Fabulous.
Is that the sideboard with strings?
Huh?
The sideboard with strings.
It was a bit. It was horrible to play, but I played it because I made it. Sounded all right. The neck came off a CSL Les Paul, which were good copies back in the day. Anyway, that was it.
So, this is going to be Keep Me Running by Trevor. Quick fuck you to Richard FT, who says I look like Robert Powell. So thank you very much.
He's from Salford, you know, Robert Powell, Dave.
Is he? I only know him from The Detectives with Jasper Carrot.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Keep Me Running by Trevor.
He was Jesus as well, you know.
Yeah, he was. Keep Me Running There by Trevor Gilligan and Horizon.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Curry song.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
There's when you said, there's something about the drums on there. It has got that. That's why I asked you the year. It's got that
Sort of
bands on a budget kind of.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
rocking. The sound's so tight, and it's just got a real.
yes.
It's got a real drive to it. It's brilliant. All songs from
There's
that era
a
that
there's
you've
a
got
whole
out.
load of love for it in the comments here.
Of course there is.
Another great song, Trevor, from Evelyn. A great song,
Thanks,
Trevor,
everybody.
from Sharon. Barry Organ says, Trevor's songs rock, not pop. Keep writing in this style. Love the guitar breaks. Mike Crook says, Trev's songs just don't disappoint. Great song, Trevor. But then we've got Jackie coming in with some filth, saying, Trevor, your missus loves the speed that those fingers move.
Oh dear, there's no need for that on a Sunday. God.
Yeah, in 1980.
Lucky we
1980, yeah, maybe.
It's lucky we got some Jesus coming up later. Right, I'm going to play the trailer for 2020 Rendezvous. Remember why we're all here, and we're also pre-selling 14 and Megalomania. So go to 2020rendezvous.com/shop and get that. And here's the trailer for Series 1, and we are making Series 2. So anything we sell will go towards that. So please donate, buy something, buy signed lyrics, whatever you can manage.
Shut up, you.
Everyone knows me as Dave Dominy, and they call me Curly Fries because I'm in the Space Potatoes.
Dave and I bumped into each other at the bar, and it's since transpired that he didn't like my band and I didn't like his band.
And Kieran suggested that I send you a little video of me playing because I understand you're looking for a new bassist.
Just got off the phone with Nick. He's gone.
So have you had therapy before?
I've not played on any of the albums.
Being childish.
Yeah, bit of a
2020 is cancelled.
2020 rendezvous. You and me and you. 2020 rendezvous. There's so much that we can do. 2020 rendezvous. Borderless like the EU. 2020 rendezvous.
So there we go. There's the trailer for Series 1. Please help us make Series 2 by going and buying something or donating in the shop. You can buy executive producer credits, and you can also go and buy T-shirts and tote bags and stuff, as I said earlier. But look at this. I've got one of our T-shirts here. Very nicely made.
Fucking mega.
Very nicely made. I don't want to wear it and ruin it. I want to keep it forever. And
You do with all your other clothes, so it's fine.
what, wear it and keep it forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my stuff does have holes in. I do live like a tramp. Right, so what have we got next? Oh, yeah, I've got some comments for you. Let's look at your comments this week. Not a huge amount of comments. I think that's because everyone's been chatting on Space Potatoes and Friends radio stream, which has been very nice. There's been loads of conversation going on over there. Unfortunately, none of those comments live because they're part of the live stream, so it's only comments on the video clips that live. Also, Ricky's been a bit lax on getting some video clips up, I think. So let's have a look at the comments anyway.
What do you mean?
Slag.
I'm doing loads.
Yeah. So we've had one of the best Jesus the Pens. Who would think Gentle Jesus would burst into heavy metal music? Just superb. So thank you, Evelyn. They're all pretty much Evelyn, apart from Gage. It wouldn't be Ricky if he didn't have a true or false about bodily functions. That's very true. Gage Jones says the legendary Ginger Spud himself. Your true or false. Loved your show of 18/7. I'm assuming that's the English way round, which is good. The new Musk. Music, sorry, my screen is very small. Music.
Musk.
For the fourth, I was thinking Elon Musk, what's he got to do with it? The new music for the forthcoming albums are brilliant, that's great. And Evelyn said that the show was the wrong date, but I really don't think it was. So that's all the comments we got. You haven't been leaving us many comments. Ricky will, of course, argue that he's put up loads of video clips, but I'm going to
what have I not done then? What ones have I not done?
I don't know. I thought we were going to try for like 2 a day or something like that.
Yeah, but then you'd run out of loads, so I kind of space them all out, so it all leads up to Saturday.
Yeah. Just
If you want more, I'll do more.
Just more. We're having a little row here, aren't we?
You're having a row in front of the people.
No.
we're not.
I had a random handbag there.
I don't. I can honestly. I think ever
Why
since
have
I've
you got a
known
handbag
Dave,
there? Hang on a minute.
It's a
Where did that come
storeroom.
from?
I'm in a storeroom. And there's a random handbag.
in all
That's why I did the old Vic Reeves. Woo.
ever since I've known Dave, since what 11, we have never had a one row.
No.
Ever.
Which is good. No, we don't row.
No, we
We
never
laugh
do.
at everything.
Yeah, ever since I was 11.
I'll tell you something I've been laughing at this week. Who else in the crowd has been who else has been laughing? Robert Bain says, hang on, I'm watching but on mute, so I'm assuming Trevor's song was good. Why are you watching on mute? Anyway, sorry, that confused me there. Who else has seen this Sarah Brand song, Red Dress? I sent it to you guys.
Yes. Only because you sent it me. Thanks.
There's more than that one.
It's genuine. It's actually genuine.
There's
If
a
you
lot
haven't
of them.
seen it, go and look up Sarah Brand, Red Dress. She spent a lot of money getting this pop career of hers up and running. And I thought it was a comedy thing, or she's serious, isn't she?
Yeah, no, she genuinely is serious. Bless her heart. She can't sing.
She
but
cannot sing at all.
She's going for it, and there's a clip of her in a bar playing live, and she's at bless her.
There's got to be something behind it.
It's just
it really
embarrassing.
She'll get a lot of
no, it's not. It's genuine.
views though, because of it.
Yeah,
that's why.
It's getting views because it is possibly. I mean, I don't think there's a single note that's in tune in the whole thing. It's almost like it's been designed to be the worst.
Yeah, that's why I think it is, and I think she's laughing all the way to the bank.
Well, it's not one of those shred videos.
It is. So go and watch Sarah Brand, the Red Dress, and see what we're talking about. If you haven't seen it already, let's send it a bit more viral because it's truly awful. Hello to Craig. I don't know if you heard me. Hello to Craig Barnes, your brother. I was mixing up Barnes and brother there, Chris.
That's all right.
But number 4 this week is another new one that we played last week from Megalomania, which is available. Oh, we've had a £6 donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Twisted in the Knife with Silence.
Brilliant.
So enjoy this from Megalomania, which is available at 2020rendezvous.com/shop.
And a little frustrated. I am starting to fear you, even though I don't want to. You are taking my time now. I am losing my mind now. I don't want to be near you. So glad I can't hear you. I've given up on you, you've given up on me. But in the end, it makes two to make a team. Just taking it day by day and get overtaken
that more contrasty. Right, that was Twisted in the Knife with Silence there from the new album Megalomania.
Why have you gone German?
Why have I gone German? I don't know. I felt like just doing Megalomania and going, yeah, Megalomania!
Can't say German.
Why can't you say German?
Of course you can say
Because
German.
You can't.
So I was having a thought in the bath today.
Oh, God.
For a random little section that we can play and we can get to know our audience a bit better as well and they can answer us. But I was thinking, at the end of the second Bill and Ted film where they die and they meet death and they want to come back to life and they have to challenge him to a game. Twister. And they pick their game and they pick all these different games like that. But if you had if you were there and you had to challenge death to a game or challenge him with some kind of challenge that you think you could win because it'd be your thing, what would it be? So in the comments, please say your ideas. What would you?
Mine would be a Pink Floyd trivia quiz.
Chris would be. What was that, Ricky?
Thumb War.
Thumb War?
Yeah.
Why Thumb War?
Why not?
Isn't there anything you're better at than Thumb War?
Bass playing.
To a bass off.
A bass off.
Yeah. You'd
Bass
win
off with
anybody.
death.
You'd beat anybody in a bass off.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Bee Gees Harmony Contest. I mean, you've got a lot of skills. What about you, Trev? What would you challenge death with?
Edging.
Fucking edging. I'd challenge him to an edge off.
Oh, brilliant.
I bet I'd win.
Edging.
Oh, I laughed so much. A bit of snot came out.
Trev has weekly edging marathons.
Hang on, let me blow my nose.
It's that picture of the wife on the sideboard.
Oh, Trev.
Oh, my God, hang on.
See, this is getting clipped.
It's life.
Oh, dear. So,
Would you challenge death to? Edging.
Oh, God.
There was me thinking, chess or,
Spanish guitar playing.
Spanish guitar playing or...
I only bluff at that.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, we got Richard FT saying soggy biscuit.
Oh, God.
Jackie Luck saying sword slice on Wii Fit or the Wii. Jackie Luck saying air hockey.
I used to like that.
Phil Luck says tiddlywinks on a preserved steam line.
Can't say that.
Say preserved.
Can't say that.
Ricky, do you want to do your true or false while we get some more of these in?
Sure, I'll tell you what I've challenged death to. The fastest one to start up a class 47.
You win every time.
Fucking right, I would. Right, yeah, go on, I'll do me
I don't know what I'd do. You see, I came up with the question, but I didn't come up with an answer for it. But anyway, it's true or false for Ricky.
Okay.
Go on, Rick.
So the first one, I was staying over a mate's house one day, and my old man was going out for a drink. And I knew he was going to be getting on it and getting home late. So what I'd done, he had this old alarm clock with the old style, the bell, noisy fucking thing. So I set that to go off at 4 a.m, and I hid it behind a wardrobe, like a little set of drawers.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, I forgot all about it. Came home the next day, and he went, "Did you set that fucking alarm and put it behind the wardrobes?" It went off, and I was stood there in the middle of the fucking room for about half hour trying to pinpoint where the fucking noise was coming from. So that was that's number one. Second one was there was a fete going on a Plumsey Common, and I'd been a little terror, and my mum and dad wouldn't let me go because my friends were going, and my dad had a false false tooth at the time. So I hid it for the day. And eventually, like, I didn't admit that, I'd hid it. I kind of put it back in the place where, around the area at the end of the day. So he was just like, oh, well, there it is. And I never got caught for it. But yeah, I hid his false tooth because he wouldn't let me go to the fight.
Both very believable then,
Both
Ricky.
very, very believable. I think I've heard this story before, but I think I've heard both of them in some way before. So I think, but
it's possible.
Evelyn Anderson's commenting on what she'd play death at, and she says hide and seek. That's an interesting game to choose, where meeting death when you're in his lair. Didn't look like there were many places to hide in Bill and Ted. Anyway, so let's go back to this. So
I'm going number 1.
Yeah, 1.
Because you're a right prank person, and that's just a classic. That's
where were you
brilliant.
living at the time? Was that in Plumstead?
That was Tuam Road, Plumstead.
How old were you?
Plumstead. I think I was living there between...
No, but how old were you when you did it?
Well, when I was living in Plumstead?
Yeah.
12, 13. What, when I hid his tooth?
No, not the tooth.
The alarm clock.
So how old were you when you hid the tooth?
Oh, the alarm clock. I was in Thamesmead. So that was 10 years ago? 10, 11 years ago?
What, when you were 20? You mean 20
something
years
like
ago?
Yeah, something like that.
You're maths, man.
What, 10 years ago?
10 years ago, you were like 23.
25.
25. You weren't living in Thamesmead then, were you? Oh, so it was in the flat. It was in the flat.
Yeah, in the flat in Thamesmead.
Right, okay, sorry. I thought you meant Tuam Road.
Tuam Road is where I hid the tooth. The flat is where I hid the alarm clock behind the wardrobe.
It all sounds very, very confusing. Right. Jill says, I know the answer, so it wouldn't be fair for me to comment. So we got Evelyn saying 1, Jackie saying 1, Anne saying both, Reinhold saying 1, Donna saying 1, but we've got a lot of 2s. Christine is 2, Jarrett's 2, Sharon is 2, Mike Crooks is 2, fairly evenly split. Lots of people saying both. Christine says 2. So which is it, Ricky? I'm going to go with number 1, by the way. Trev, which 1. Are you going with?
1.
Chris?
1.
Which is it, Ricky?
It is number 1. Hit the alarm clock behind the... honestly, this alarm clock was fucking horrible, so I can only imagine what he was doing, standing in the middle of the room, pissed out of his head, swaying, he said, trying to pinpoint where the fucking noise was coming from.
Well, there we go. You tortured your dad yet again. Poor soul.
I've never hid his false tooth though. I know it's a believable story. I've never hid. I remember me and Ronnie were naughty once, and we was in Ronnie's old room, and he's come flying in, and he started shouting, and with the force of him shouting, his false tooth it flew out and landed on the floor, and he's gone. Just looked at his tooth. He's picked it up, put it back in, and he's walked out. And that was the end of it. Oh, me and Ronnie were pissing ourselves. You can't come back from that. He just had to walk out.
Oh, right. So this week's number 3. Well, this is an interesting one that got to number 3 because it wasn't one that I rated particularly. When I put it in the playlist last week, I was really working on it, trying to make it sound good, and I really wasn't happy with it, but I thought, well, we'd announced 7, so I put it in. So I kind of whacked it in right at the end of the show, thinking people would have dropped off by the end because we might be overrunning. But you voted it as number 3, so clearly you all like it, and so thank you very much. It's called On One Side from Megalomania, which is available at 2020rendezvous.com/shop.
Maybe it's time for a change of heart. I've known this from the start. should have done it before. Just woke up and this got old. Hypocrisy's raging and I'm not engaging. It's coming in from all sides. If this is our peacetime, then we need a lifeline or a safe place to hide. I've cut the cord. There's only so much one can take, but I know it's never done. It's never done. Hypocrisy's raging and I'm not engaging. It's coming in from all sides. If this is our peacetime, then we need a lifeline or a safe place to hide. With all of us on one side. Hypocrisy's raging and I'm not engaging. It's coming in from all sides. If this is our peacetime, then we need a lifeline or a safe place to hide. Hypocrisy's raging and I'm not engaging. It's coming in from all sides. If this is our peacetime, then we need a lifeline with all of us on one side.
There we go. That was our number 3 on one side. Thank you for voting it there. Yeah, I did get round to doing some facts. Thank you very much. We got one there about Vex and one there about Gage. We got a few more coming up because we've still got 3 more songs to play. We got a new one plus the number 2 and the number 1 position. But before that, we have Chris's album of the week.
Chris's album choice of the week.
Hideously out of time there, Ricky.
I love singing along though, don't you, Ricky? It's brilliant. Hello, everybody. It's album of the week, and it's a complete contrast from previous weeks as I've gone for the amazing, magnificent Hello by Status Quo. Look at the ring wear on that copy. It is 1973, Quo at their absolute peak, and yeah, ring wear. I mean, there's concert staples like Roll Over Lay Down and the long-standing concert opener, Caroline, but the other tracks on there are absolutely amazing. 4,500 Times is just... Well, Dave and I could talk about Quo forever, but it's just incredible. But other tracks such as Blue Eyed Lady, Softer Ride, and It's Better Now, Claudia. In fact, I've just listed the entire album and Reason for Living. It's only got 8 tracks. It's just amazing. It's not the cheesy Quo that people think of with the white trainers doing adverts for W.H. Smith's or whatever it was. This is a proper serious rocking band. Give it a listen. It's superb.
There we go.
Down, prices are down.
Exactly. It's not that
down, prices are down.
Well, yeah, enough about adverts. We'll give away some of the plot of Series 2.
Yeah.
Talk too much about adverts. Shh, we can't give any of that away. If you want to help us fund Series 2, go to 2020rendezvous.com/shop. That was Chris's album of week there, and he's disappeared just as I've said that, which is fair enough. Coming up in the show, we also have Jesus the Pen, but we have a brand new song coming up for you now. Something that no one has heard before, with the exception of a few people that I sent it to on WhatsApp. We got some comments here. Let's do the comments first. Anne says that she's got the album of the week. Mike Crooks says, great album choice, Chris. Donna says, my 8-year-old loves Status Quo. Jackie says, that's bizarre, Chris. Mother-in-law's funeral this week, and Quo were her favourite group. She was 89, played at her funeral.
Excellent.
And Mike says, another artist I haven't heard of. Thanks, Chris. Mike Penninger there. And we've got a fact about you coming up in the next song, Mike. So we have a new song.
New song.
And this is a song that I wrote last night. This time yesterday, this song did not exist. And I sent it to everyone and they all seemed to like it. So I thought I'll put it in the show. And I was messing around with a five-strung Telecaster, like a Keith Richards open tuning, playing Start Me Up. And I thought, what if I did something with those kind of Stones-like chords and did it a song called Shut Me Down instead of Start Me Up? And that was my thought. And then it ended up sounding really nothing like the Stones other than that one guitar, and the vocals are nothing like the Stones. But
I got really excited then when you said, I actually played with a 5-string. I was like, please say bass.
Dave and I have got a no 5-string policy.
I was like, where's this guy? There's no way he would have played with a 5-string bass, but yeah, no, there it is.
Humbucker at the neck as well, Dave. Very Keith Richards.
Yeah, so I used that Telecaster and then I used that other SG that I've been using, the one with the mini humbuckers, which is lovely. So this is a brand new song, premiere for you all, and this is called Shut Me Down.
It is very good.
So you're not suffering. We make conversations every day, so we're not worrying. Get a grip on yourself, take a look at your health. I'll tell you, but I can't, 'cause you shut down, shut me down. It's just shut me down, shut me down. You only do it when
Brilliant.
So there we go. That's the new one.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I think it's amazing that you've written a song about PC health as well. You know, like shutting you down on your computer, making sure it's all right.
Yeah, I wonder if Microsoft. I'm not going to give away gags that we might be using in 2020 Rendezvous.
No, it's fucking brilliant. It's such a good song. Such a good song.
Got some loving the lyrics. Good night's work. Move over, Keith. There's a new 5-stringer in town. Curly on great form. Blah blah blah. It feels weird reading out my own praise. Donna says love it. Sharon says love the sound. Rocking song. Right. Enough of all of that, though. Yes, I did get round to doing 2 facts there. Sorry, I was interested in reading your comments on a new song and chatting with the guys about it. But let's. What's the next thing on the list? Oh yeah, I've got to remind you all to subscribe on YouTube because we are well behind on subscribers on YouTube compared to people who actually view stuff, and obviously comment on YouTube. Leave us comments on there. And suggest 2020 Rendezvous to people. Sharon says she can confirm the fact with Yol. Yeah, a bit of that came off the end of the screen there. So whenever I was preparing these, whatever time in the morning I was doing it, clearly I wasn't paying too much attention. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it is now, and I haven't got it on my list. So clearly,
Jesus?
It doesn't exist. No, that's coming up. We got Jesus the Pen coming up. We might just move on to this week's number 2 then. Let's see what's at number 2 this week. Is it a new one? Is it an old one? Who's it written by? You're about to find out now. I don't know where that came from.
Sounds quite annoyed.
That was very frantic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This week's number 2. It's you, Ricky. I've gone full screen. It's you. You're number 2. And it's an old one. It's Foxes.
Brilliant.
So here we go.
Have you seen the news today? It's not looking good. Everyone's going crazy now, but we knew that they would. 'Cause it's what they love to do. Well, how have you been? You've not much to say. Just turn off your TVs and you'll be okay. We'll blame it on the media today. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. Have you heard the news today? It's the same old shit. People falling for the latest lie, and it's making them rich. Yeah, it's just what they do. One day they'll disappear, and hopefully they won't return. I hope your eggs go up in flames and we'll watch as they burn. We'll blame it on the media in turn. It won't be easy.
So there we go. That was Foxes there by Ricky Howard off the album 14, which is available at 2020rendezvous.com/shop for pre-order. Please help us make this series 2 by ordering some stuff from there. Evelyn says she prefers cheese sauce. But you can't argue with the facts. The facts are always true.
Facts are just the facts.
Yeah.
Facts are facts.
Don't mess with them. That would be just ridiculous. But
That's a fact.
So lots of people saying that they do like Foxes. Christine says, I hope Birds won't be number one. It's not number one, no. But what's wrong with Birds? That's got a great...
Birds is brilliant.
Birds is great. And
Ricky Howard is the Bob Dylan of his generation.
Some people saying they prefer Cows, but they still love Foxes. Well, it's lucky that you don't have to choose between them if you bought the album when you buy the album, or if you become a member and you can go and listen to whatever one you want whenever you want it. Or tune into Space Potatoes and Friends Radio, which we stream out on YouTube pretty much 24/7 now, unless my computer crashes. I need to buy a little. I'm going to buy a little Raspberry Pi and try and run it off that 24/7. That would be nice. So Jarrett says, I have to admit this one's been growing on me lately quite a bit. That's very, very good. But before any of that, you know it's Sunday. And if you've skipped church, you need not feel guilty. Because it's Jesus time with Jesus Jesus. You got me all confused there.
And
Jesus Christ! Take 2. And if you skip church, you need not feel guilty. Because it's Jesus time with Jesus the Pen.
JTP.
Jesus Christ.
Hello everyone, Jesus here. I'm coming to you from my bed because, yes, I've got COVID. I wish I'd had the vaccine. I honestly didn't think I'd need the vaccine after surviving crucifixion, but it turns out I was wrong. This is pretty nasty, but I think I'll be okay. Anyway, due to my omnipresence, millions of people in the UK got pinged by the Track and Trace app. I'm sorry about that. I've now uninstalled it from my phone, which is the right and proper thing for me to do. Anyway, I'll be back in church next week with another sermon. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Amen.
Behold, Jesus the Pen is in bed, and we've lost Chris. Chris has disappeared.
Jesus Christ!
Where's he gone?
He's just nicked his own wallet.
I need to find. He had to go because he burst into flames from seeing Jesus. That's how much of a sinner he is. Yeah, so Jesus there in bed, or lying on one of my chairs, covered in a thing that I use with my floor steamer. One of the two. But that could be Jesus's bed. I mean, I'm sure compared to what they had 2,000 years ago, my chair and a floor steamer cover would be very comfortable, particularly if you come back as a pen. Right, so where were we? We're on to the number one position. Poor old Chris is going to miss out on finding out what the number one position is. Any guesses, anyone?
No.
No.
Monday.
No, it's not. This week's number one. It's a brand new one from Megalomania. And he magically arrives. I hit the number one button. We go off and then you arrive back. The number one this week is a song that I didn't ever think would ever make a number one anywhere. It wasn't the one that I thought was the best of my lot, but you all seem to have liked it and voted it number one. So this is Sell You the Lie. Here we go.
There's a hunger for no one get me through. They can't tell you the line, but they can't promise where it goes. No, no, no. They can sell you the lie, but they don't question what it shows. No, no, no. Breaking down what I've learned before. Realized it's all built on sand. I should now smile and just play along, always holding out my hand. They can't tell you the line, but they can't promise where it goes. No, no, no. They can sell you the lie, but they don't question what it shows. No, no, no. They can't sell you the line, but they can't promise where it goes. No, no, no. They can sell you the lie, but they don't question what it shows. No, no, no. They can't tell you the lie, but they can't promise where it goes. No, no, no. They can't sell you the lie, but they don't question what it shows. No, no, no. No, no, no.
So that was it. Sell You the Lie, this week's number one. Yes, I'm going to change the voting system. I need to code on that. I'll either do that tonight or tomorrow. But you will be able to, within a day or so, I'll let you know on Facebook, you will be able to select. I don't think I'm going to make it a top 6. Basically, you can select as many songs as you want, but you can only vote for one song once. So you select whatever songs you'd like to hear. Obviously, if you select all of them, then that just cancels out all of them because you're just nulling and voiding your own vote.
Do no more than 10
Maybe
or something.
no more than 10 or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of songs now, and asking you to pick one, I understand you just kind of end up with option anxiety and then don't end up voting for any. So we'll do that, and then we'll whatever the word is, combine the results.
Aggregate.
Aggregate them, yes.
Yeah.
And do our votes from there. But until then, that is our show. We are doing series 2. We're planning on it. We've got loads of new bits of plot. We've also got some members of the cast signed up, some new members of the cast that I've spoke to. Jace Chambers and a singer from his band, Ben, are stepping in to play the parts of two people who were in a Space Potatoes tribute band. No, that's all right. We don't have to say how they connect, but they're playing two parts of that, which is great.
What, the UK's premier Space Potatoes tribute band?
Yeah. Oddly enough, the only UK Space Potatoes tribute, the only worldwide Space Potatoes tribute band, let's face it. But so we got some new cast members in as well, and of course we are funding this by selling stuff in our shop, 2020rendezvous.com/shop. Handwritten lyrics, you can order more than one of those, and then also if you want to suggest any facts that come up on the bottom of the screen, go to 2020rendezvous.com, go to our contact page and send us some true facts, and if they're any good, we will feature them at the bottom of the screen. But until then, I think that's our show. So do you want to say goodbye, Chris?
Goodbye, Chris.
Oh, not again.
Yes.
Say goodbye, Trev.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Ricky Howard.
Like a children's TV.
Would you like to say goodbye?
Ta-ta and farewell. Thanks for joining us again.
Can't say ta-ta.
And of course, it's goodbye from me as well. Ricky, Trevor, do you want to make your noise? See you later, Space Potatoes. Bye.